Hi friends, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In this video, I'll be talking about the Redmi K20 Pro. Whether you should buy the Redmi K20 Pro right now in the big billion day sales or not. So I'll be talking about the major advantages and major disadvantages of the mobile buying in the 2020 because the phone got launched in the last year and I'm using the phone for about close to 466 days. As you can see friends, I did set the countdown time as well for the Redmi K20 Pro, so whenever I'm reviewing I can actually go through the exact number of days I'm using the Redmi K20 Pro. So this is a review from a real user and honest reviewer where I'm using the Redmi K20 Pro for a very long time. So first let me talk about what are the advantages of this phone in the 2020. So every time I'll be trying to mention the year 2020 because the phone is 1 year old mobile, so you should not be outdated even right now if you're buying this phone. So that's why I'll try to mention. And first advantage in this phone even in 2020 is that the display. So display is a very good advantage even in right now, but there's one disadvantage. I'll talk about that later. And having this full screen experience and very less borders, as you can see friends, very less borders. Even the phone weight is not that too heavy. The screen size is of 6.3 inches. So nowadays we are seeing the phones with the 6.5 inches, 6.4, 6.67, 6.7, but you're not seeing very compact mobiles. So if you are that kind of person who just want the mobile phone for the basic needs, then this is a very good mobile phone. These are very good for the single hand usage as well, as you can clearly see friends. So which is perfect size. Even if you compare to the OnePlus Nord, which is a 6.4 inches, you can see how much small the Redmi K20 Pro is. You can see friends, Redmi K20 Pro, how much small if you compare to the OnePlus Nord as well. So definitely it doesn't matter what phone you compare, the Redmi K20 Pro will be the compact size and very good full screen display. So this is another advantage with the phone even in 2020. I'm not seeing much phones releasing this kind of small size. And the display is of Super AMOLED panel, so there is no doubt in terms of the display. Even right now this is a very good display. As you can see friends, the colors look very amazing. Not only that, there is a inbuilt options where you can change the colors and everything. There's a lot of customization you can do actually in this phone, as you can see friends. So overall the display of the Redmi K20 Pro is one of the best display, and the fact is that it's very compact size, and if you're watching the movies for a long time holding the phone, you won't feel any weight of the phone as well. That's a good thing. And now I talked about the display quality, and now let me try to say what are the disadvantages. The phone doesn't have the higher refresh rate, so you'll be sticking with this kind of 60 Hz display. If you're a kind of person who doesn't care about the refresh rate, then this is a good one. So first advantage is the display advantage, and next is as I said, the build quality of the phone is very good advantage. Having the full screen experience is next level friends. Definitely trust me, when you get used to this kind of phones, you definitely feel uncomfortable using this two punch hole cameras and single punch hole. So definitely the build quality is another area where I did like about this phone. Having very slim bezels and having very less weight and small screen and single hand usage makes the phone perfect choice for the good build quality. Even I don't find most of the phones which are having full screen having this small compact size. And the next advantage, this can be advantage for some users and disadvantage for some users, because next is the processor. The processor is of Snapdragon 855 processor. Even though it is a last year's premium processor, but still this is a last year processor. But one thing is that friends, if you're using the mobile phone for the normal user, then definitely even this Snapdragon 855 processor gonna last for the next 2 to 3 years without any issue at all. So because I am using the phone very much the Redmi K20 Pro, as you can see, I didn't install so many applications. I think close to 200 plus applications. Every time I test a mobile phone, I'll try to install as much as applications possible. And one more thing is that I did use the Redmi K20 Pro as my daily driver usage more than any other phone. So yes friends, actually I did use personally the Redmi K20 Pro phone only whenever I'm going to work. So according to the performance, it's very fine, very smooth. There is no issues at all in the Redmi K20 Pro device. Even if you buy in the 2020, you won't feel any disappointment in terms of the performance. Even you can use for the next 2 to 3 years without any issues. So now I think I am done with the advantages. So yes friends, there's not much advantages with this phone because of the year 2020 and everything got updated. So now let me talk about the disadvantages with this phone, starting with the battery. The battery is of 4000 mAh of battery. So in the 2020, most of the users we got used to this 5000 6000 mAh of battery, and definitely you will feel kind of not okay with this kind of 4000 mAh of battery after 1 year of using. Definitely for the next 2 years, if you want to use this phone continuously, then you need to remember this thing, battery and the fast charging. The phone actually supports 27 watt fast charging, but you will be getting 18 watts in the box. But even though the 27 watts is so fast, but the phone takes close to 1 hour 10 minutes to complete charge the Redmi K20 Pro device. So this is another thing you need to note it down. The battery performance and the fast charging performance, these are the two areas where the phone lacks a lot in the 2020 if you compare with other phones for this kind of price range. So even after the MIUI 12 update, I did face the battery issues. There are a lot of battery draining problems as well. So this is another thing you can keep note of this phone. So first disadvantage is the battery and the charging. So next disadvantage is the camera. So I'm not saying the camera is not too bad, but you need to remember there is a 1-year-old camera sensor which is present in the Redmi K20 Pro. The camera shots which are taken in this phone are pretty good, so there is no issues at all in terms of the camera shots. Overall, it's pretty good quality in terms of the camera shots. The details are pretty good, but you can expect the average kind of quality as well. As you can see, everything works good even if you zoom into the camera as well. This is a shot which I taken recently, even with this kind of front camera shots as well, using this pop-up camera. Everything is good, but the camera sensors are not the latest one, so you will be disappointing in terms of the camera quality as well. So next, if you are having the problem of using the pop-up camera, during my usage of this 1 year, I did not have any issues with the pop-up camera. So there are zero complaints about the pop-up camera as well. So no issues at all, no problem. So no need to worry at all in terms of the pop-up camera mechanism. So making the parts slow, something like that. So no need to worry. So in terms of the camera, there's only problem is that camera sensor is too old, and 4K 60 FPS you can record, that is available here. Everything is good, but apart from sensor. And next it comes to the refresh rate. I think I did already spoke about that refresh rate. Nowadays we are getting 120 Hz and 90 Hz refresh rate. Then if you are that kind of person, then this is not the phone for you. So overall friends, these are the few disadvantages. There is no expandable memory slot, and there is no dual speaker setup in the Redmi K20 Pro. But the inbuilt fingerprint display scanner works pretty good, and even there is a Face ID unlocking as well. As you can see, there's a Face ID unlocking, and there is a notification LED light which is present on the top of the pop-up camera. That's a very good thing. And 3.5mm jack is available. The audio output is very good in this phone. There is this sound hi-fi audio sound which is available in the sound settings. If you want, you can enable that for the next level experience as well. And overall friends, the final conclusion is that if you're a user who wants a mobile phone for the basic and to the medium kind of thing in the mobile phone without relying much on the battery and charging, then definitely you can buy this phone. But if you're a kind of person who is a gamer and you need definitely high refresh rate, and you need a very good battery backup, and also you need very fast charging, then for the gamers this will be kind of disappointment, I can say, definitely in the 2020. So these are the few things you need to remember friends. You may be thinking that now why should I buy 90 FPS, 90 Hz, 120 Hz displays, because there is not much game supporting. But after 2 years or 3 years, who knows, there will be so many games will be supporting with the 120 Hz, and at that time you should not feel regret why I bought this mobile phone which doesn't have higher refresh rate. It's better to have so many features built in mobile phone rather than not having. In my opinion, I feel that kind of same thing. So finally, this video would be helping a lot of users, because this review is coming from long time usage with the Redmi K20 Pro friends, long time. So thank you for watching till end of the video. I think most of the topics I did cover in the Redmi K20 Pro. So that's it for this video, and see you in the next video friends. Until then, bye.